The 10-point streak LeBron James has had over 18 years has come to an end.
Haaland has reached 100 Premier League goals faster than anyone in Premier League history.
Netflix has huge news and there's rumours of a live-action Gears of War series.
Spotify Wrapped is out, but find out why I'm leaving Spotify.
All that and more coming up. Roll the intro.
Listen. Yo.
Welcome back to PBzTV, the show where we talk about the culture, movies, TV, games, sports, headlines of all sorts. And I'm joined here by Tom. How are you, bud?
I'm good. How are you, James?
I'm fucking great.
Yeah.
And as you saw at the top of the show, we've got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to launch right off with my glorious king, LeBron James.
Oh, here we go. Every week.
Sacrificing himself like the honourable man.
This guy just wants to be in the news every week for something or other.
Shut your goddamn dirty whore mouth. He can do no wrong. But essentially, I think over the last 18 years, LeBron James has scored at least 10 points in every game. I'm pretty sure that record has been going. He's actually been to the finals more times than he's had points under 10 in his whole career, which is absolutely insane. But with the selfless pass he did last night to Rui Hachimura for the game winner, he broke his streak.
The streak is over.
The streak is over. It is the most games in a row where someone scored over 10. Yeah, that's...
Can I just say, I know it is impressive, of course, but it's only 10 points. Everybody's dropping like 50 nowadays. How's he not getting 10 in this economy?
Because that's it's not his role anymore, man.
Lightning McQueen is fading.
No, he's not. He's the man undefeated by far at the time. But he's turning into Magic Johnson, essentially. That's his new role, man. He's got Austin Reeves and Luka. He doesn't need to be that guy anymore.
Well, I did want to bring it up, actually, because obviously earlier on in the week, he was getting slated, let's say, for focusing too much on this streak.
By the fake news media.
Fake news. But, yeah, he's like, there's clips of him laughing and joking with the opposition team. They're down 20. Obviously, JJ Redick's like, Ron, what the hell you doing, man? And it just looks like he doesn't give a damn about like the team or anything. He's just playing for himself. But no, this is how it's coming across at the start of the week.
Crazy.
So then, which I think maybe it was the case. But now, all of a sudden, he's gone, right, let's be honest. No one's ever catching this. Because he's like 500 above Jordan, who's second.
Yeah.
So, let's be honest, no one's catching that record. So he's probably gone, well, I don't know. The thing is...
Everyone thinks he thinks in records and platitude and stats. I think he just did what was right for the team on that night. He just happened to score. I think it was a pure coincidence.
That's what I mean. He's been the best player.
This is the media framing that is put around him.
He's been the best player for the last 20 years. I think getting 10 points isn't really a big, crazy deal. Because I swear he had one for 20 for
Well, the thing is that not a lot of other players have really done that. Like, if you think of like Kobe's and your D Wades and all that, and they've had games like that. But for some reason, it's his utter ridiculous consistency that always wins. That always wins the day. So that's what is impressive about the stat, and the fact that he's shown up for that many games as well. So that's the impressive bit. And he's always been. Thing is, if he's selfless and makes the right pass for the game winner, because last night, if he had just taken that, he was in a double. He made the right pass because he was being doubled, right? If he'd have just taken a random ass shot at 41 years old. Everyone would have been like, this guy's still unbelievably selfish. I can't believe he still does this. It's not his team anymore. LeBron's always like this. But if he makes the right pass, it's
Kobe
not like, he never had that killer instinct. He's always pass first.
Is Kobe taking that shot?
He's never going to win.
Is Kobe taking that shot?
Probably. But I think we all forget, rewind your fucking minds back to how much flack Kobe used to get for being an absolute ball hog, both from his team and the media.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Kobe last year of his career. The guy dropped 60 on his final night.
Because LeBron was off balance and drawing a double team so he could actually get that second pass.
I thought he was open at first. He was open at first.
No, if you watch it back, they closed in on him.
Right.
So because he got a rushed pass from Austin Reeves in the corner. He then got it, made a move off balance, but it freed up Rui for a perfect.
Devil's advocate. Shot. It wasn't like they were losing. It was a tie game at that point.
Yeah.
So even if he missed the shot, it would have just gone into overtime.
All
he needed was 2 points to continue the streak. So Devil's advocate, I think he should have just took it.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure in that position he would have missed. If you watch the play back, it's a really tough shot. What is the point in taking a tough shot when one of the best 3-point shooters on your team is behind you?
Streak.
But he cares not.
Well, clearly.
He cares not.
I think it was just
He's above it all. The man who surpassed time.
Well, it's catching up on him.
No, it's not.
To be honest, yeah, I guess he gets his flowers for this because it looks... I mean, it's a great way for it to end, let's be honest. It's a beautiful story. Like, just the way he's...
done yet.
The whole build-up this whole week is that he's selfish and he's caring about his legacy more than the team. They've got
to find something to criticise him about, even though he's literally just chilling.
Well, this is the argument. And then he goes, last second, bang, open three.
That's what he does.
Game winner.
He creates plays.
What have he missed, though? He's like, damn it.
Well, that's a Rui issue then, isn't it, really?
You know, but LeBron's going
straight back to Japan, deported.
Should have took that shot. If anything, that's bigger than the Ray Allen shot.
Bigger than the Ray Allen shot. They were both good shots and both good passes. This is a team sport, y'all. It's a team sport. He made the right play.
How is he not getting 10 points, though?
Especially
if he's making that a thing.
Check his rebounds and assists.
No, I'm just saying, if he cares so much, like, surely he could just do it.
That's what I mean. He doesn't. It's the narrative. See, this is why you're in the red corner, Tom, because you're evil.
Yeah, do you like the symbolism?
We mess with the setup, so now it's like we have to switch after this. I'm going to have to just go...
Yeah, whenever, like, we just switch, like, good guy versus bad... Good cop versus bad cop situations.
Fucking prick cop, mate.
You underestimate my power.
Don't try it. But, yeah, in general, right pass, great play, team win. Buzzing. Who cares not for... Because he said it best. He's like, do you care about your streak being broken? We won.
Yeah, that's a
LeBron James. That's LeBron James.
That's a PR answer, bro.
A perfect answer, more like.
Yeah,
personal
PR.
record answer.
You saved that one, didn't you? Can't wait
fucking bars.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give him his flowers. Look, I'm not a LeBron hater. I think it's just because you love him so much. I got to even out here, like...
I attach the appropriate amount of glaze to LeBron James's achievements.
The appropriate amount?
The appropriate amount of glaze. See, but other people be under seasoning.
Yeah, so I got to bring some...
You just got to bring the equation to the right format and you're good.
Because you don't do that when I'm talking absolute trash about Ronaldo. You're there, like, jumping on the bandwagon and then we're getting slated in the comments for being
if he was
messy cucks, I think some people said. Yeah. So
if he was a nicer person, then maybe I would. Like LeBron builds schools and is like a happy family guy, and then you know Ronaldo's just a petty bitch. So he gets what he puts out at the end of the day.
Hey, leave Ronaldo alone, man. He's a good guy. See, I'm in the red corner. It works.
It works. This is just devil advocate corner now.
Yeah, devil's advocate corner. Welcome to Devil's Advocate Corner.
I've created a monster.
I wasn't always in it, bro. I just needed the light to let me out.
I'll turn it pink next time. You're going to start getting all saucy on me.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Oh, no.
But staying on sports, though, I heard Haaland's doing bits. Or however the hell you pronounce the Vikings' name.
Yeah, go on. Give it a go.
Is it Haaland?
Haaland? You were saying Haaland? Is that what you were saying?
I just assume the A's are longer when we come to that region of the world.
You've got to go Haaland.
Oh, Haaland.
No, I don't. No. It's just two A's. So you go Haaland.
Someone tell us in the comments how to say his name, please.
Erling Haaland. Although I think it's like Haaland. Haaland is how you say it in Viking.
That's his mom's name.
Yeah, so Erling Haaland has broken the 100 goals in the Premier League in the quickest amount of time.
Nuts.
So he did it in 111 games. So he took 11. It's nearly a goal per game, but plus 11. Blah, blah, quick maths. And second fastest before that, so the record he just broke was Alan Shearer, who did it in 126 games. And Alan Shearer is the all-time Premier League goal scorer. He is the all-time leading Premier League goal scorer.
Okay, yeah.
With 260 goals.
Got to caveat the Premier League bit.
Yeah. But this is where it, like we don't go into other leagues here. But it just
It's strictly English here, mate.
Yeah, apples and oranges, all that jazz.
All that foreign lot you all eat.
We the best over here.
We the best music.
Yeah. So he's done it in quick time. And yeah, so he's beaten. So Alan Shearer did 126 games.
He's still at Man City.
He's at Man City. I think he said, like, you know, I'm in Man City. This is what I should be doing. It's like he's not like saying he's not
Yeah.
bigging himself up too much.
He seems like quite a humble player, I guess, or just someone that doesn't say too much. From the small clips I've seen of him, he's just like, he seems like he just turns up, does the job. He seems a bit Jokic-like, but maybe that's just a European player type habit.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, he's quite funny. He's quite funny. I think he's maturing slightly. Like, because when he first came over, he would just be like he'd be saying shit and all sorts on live TV, and they're like, stop doing that. He just didn't care.
Man City finance department getting fined every time.
He's got a YouTube channel now, though.
Everyone's doing it.
Everyone's doing it.
Subscribe.
But he's like, there's a video I watched, I think one of his big ones that he's come out with, and it's like what he does behind the scenes, and he drinks like raw milk. He's
milk
pure
people,
Viking
mate.
vibes, mate, and he's eating pure steaks. It just shows like the machine that he is. So the question, I guess, is: will he break Alan Shearer's record?
Well, it depends if he stays in. I suppose it's just like, I think a lot of people would have broken it if they stayed in the Premier League the whole time.
No,
but
not
will
a
he
lot
ever
of
get the bug to leave the Premier League?
Well, that's the thing,
Because people start coming after his legacy soon. Like
Soon
you
as-
can prove it somewhere else and all that kind of stuff. And I assume that might have what happened to Ronaldo and Messi, or they might have started elsewhere and then come to the Prem. I'm not sure. Has Messi never been in the Prem? But like Ronaldo specifically, so obviously he was at Man United.
he
for a long
started in
time.
the Prem pretty much.
Yeah, started in the Prem and then went further afield. Was it to prove himself, or was it just for a location
Well,
change? Or?
literally, as soon as hello, this is Real Madrid / Barcelona. Do you
Yes.
want to play? Yes, please come get me. I am yours.
Yeah.
So that's usually what happens. So I guess unless Haaland gets that call from one of those,
And obviously
two
they'd
teams,
want him, but it's a case of, like, do they have salary caps in their leagues?
in the Liga they do. They have.
So they'd have to
starting.
lose like a major player, like.
I mean, they make so much money anyway. I think that them two are trying to find ways to make more money because all the money is in the Premier League. So the league. That's why those two big teams wanted to create this
Like
Super League.
Barcelona and Real Madrid kind of create most of the revenue for those leagues.
Oh yeah, without them two, it'd be like
be cooked.
dead.
Yeah,
It's sort of like Celtic and Rangers in the Scottish League. Without those two, the league would just die.
yeah. So it's almost like the rivalry keeping it going. Celtic Lakers type rivalry
Yeah, it's quite.
that has legacy to it.
Yeah. But then you've got the Champions League, so that's when all of them come together and stuff. And then, they have won it the most if you put those two together. I mean, Real Madrid have got 15, and the next team is 7 after that.
Yeah.
So they've got nearly double. They got more than double of the next person. So they are established. They're the biggest team in the world.
What are the arguments for and against the Super League?
The integrity of just tradition and the sport itself. Like, if you take
They
away...
don't play by different rules, do they?
So the idea of the Super League was that they were gathering all the best teams in Europe to be in this league, and they would come out of their domestic league. So I think Chelsea, Man United, Tottenham, Arsenal, Man City and Liverpool would have been out of the Premier League.
Oh, okay. I
And they
thought
would
this
have-
was the Premier League combining, or
No,
just
no.
add in Real Madrid and Barcelona.
You're just taking all the best, putting them in one Super League.
That sounds pretty
as
cool,
such.
to be honest.
It does sound cool, but then if you think about it, what about the Evertons, the Newcastles, the Southampton,
so
all the other teams?
The argument is just like it would wreck the finances for the other teams.
Yeah, and there's no jeopardy to they can never get into this so-called VIP league.
Yeah.
They've just been kicked. Like they've gone.
It
They've
becomes
taken.
like a boys' club. I
It's
guess.
it's literally a boys' club. So there was a massive, people like rioting and like moshing to stop it. Really, so it did kill it. So the fans came together to stop this happening. But yeah, well, you don't need it because you've got the Champions League as well. And they've sort of taken an approach where they've made it a big league now so everyone can sort of play each other and then it goes into the cup. And
So is there
stuff.
any chance to make the Champions League more serious or something? Like,
It's already the biggest.
so why did they try and create something new if the Champions League already served that
For
function?
money.
Ah,
Think about it. Think about it. Every week, the best teams will play each other. The best players will go to play in this league. All the revenue would go there. The Premier League wouldn't make any money with just Newcastle and all these teams just fighting out without all the big teams, right? So that happens. They keep all the money. All the money would just generate there, and the rest of football would sort of just die. And then there's that. The good thing about football is that compared to like American sports, there is jeopardy in it that you can get relegated. Do you know what I mean? There's a pyramid to it.
Do you reckon if they'd have come up with a better structure for this whole Super League thing, it could have worked? Like there was relegation and promotion and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think they.
But because they did it in this like elitist way,
yeah,
they got rejected.
I mean,
would they ever try again, or is this dead?
They're continuing. Like behind the scenes, you can tell.
Oh,
like,
they're just working away.
Barcelona and Real Madrid and all these other like Italian, German teams, and maybe not German too much, but they basically like
axis of evil.
We want. This is how it starts. They're looking at it like we want that Premier League money, man, because there's so much money in the Premier League. It's the biggest league in the world for revenue wise. So we get all the best managers, not the best players, because they still go to Real Madrid and Barcelona. And where would you rather live, Manchester or Barcelona? Sunny Spain.
Well, weirdly enough, Manchester's pretty good now compared to the stereotypes.
Yeah.
But Barcelona is definitely
weather-wise.
Oh, well, if it's just weather for weather, we're fucked. But,
yeah, you know, that's mainly what it comes down to.
If you're going band for band, there's a bit of an argument.
If you're a rich person, where are you living?
Strangely enough, Manchester could still be there. Investment opportunities and all that.
Well, what like taxes and stuff compared to...
I don't actually know what Spain's tax laws are.
Stop trying to... You're on the blue side. I'm the red side here.
I'm like... I'm pretty sure they've got like a wealth tax in Spain. So it's not...
Probably.
It's not as enticing as you might think. Everyone just thinks anywhere sunny is a tax haven. And I'm like, I don't think it is.
It should be.
Monaco is. So I'm surprised there's not a really big team in Monaco.
There is a team in Monaco and they... It's its own country, isn't it? But they play in the French league. Yeah. Because it is pretty much a French city.
I don't know. I just know it's that place where they have a race every once in a while. They've got some casinos and that.
Yeah, they make movies there sometimes.
They make movies and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's not I can afford to know these things.
So I think Haaland, if he stays at Man City, will easily break Shearer's record.
Do you reckon it's good for his legacy if he stayed in the Prem the whole time, or will it be the man that could?
I don't really know. Barcelona have financial troubles. They have done for the last few years.
In terms of how much they spend, or they got in tax trouble?
I don't think it's tax. It's just like the spending,
cap and all that shit.
Yeah, they've had to do some dodgy dealings, I'm pretty sure, to get by.
I mean, what football team hasn't at this point?
Because I can't see him going around Madrid because they've already got Mbappe and he'll be there until he's washed, I guess. So Barcelona would only be his only option, and maybe I could see it happening, but
it won't be until the stars align, I guess. Man
City have got arguably the best manager in the world, one of the most richest teams. I don't understand why he would leave.
There's no incentive apart from if he's the type to get worried about his legacy and need to prove himself somewhere that isn't so big and important. Like LeBron went to Miami, better team, better organization, better coaches. That's how he won. But everyone was like, well, you can't prove it in Cleveland. So I'm not sure if football players end up thinking the same way, or because it's such a different sport that not one person can like hero shit that on their back.
No.
So I'm not sure if players are challenging that right way. Like wherever they go, they're expected to win.
Yeah.
But you know, I put Haaland up there in that kind of Messi Ronaldo category because I think he's got the skill for it. So maybe
he's got the numbers.
Maybe he will start getting. Maybe if Man City just keep winning and winning, we're like, oh, yawn, try and do it somewhere else.
Well, the argument is that Ronaldo did it in the Premier League, which is harder apparently, and then went to La Liga and his numbers started like doubling, and Messi already was hitting mad numbers. Mbappe's gone there in the last 2 years. His numbers are now equaling Ronaldo and Messi's in their prime. So people are saying, is it easier in La Liga because the defense isn't as strong, etc. Right? And Haaland's doing it here in the Premier League with arguably the strongest.
Is it they have just different approaches to football? Like is the Premier League more defense focused than the?
It is. It's more physical and but then they play each other in Europe and it's all tit for tat. Like you know.
Is it often more down to like matchups and coaching on the day, or is this just like one team is just definitely going to win?
There must be something in it. Like if you literally go deep dive into it, there must be, some little nuances here that this is.
I'm sure if you did the average stats across the board, you might find that the La Liga is slightly less talented than the Prem. But that's because the Prem holds so much more money than La Liga. But if you compared it on a
personal opinion, I think every team in the Premier League is. This is from a Premier League fan, is quite like every team is hard to play against, whereas the strong teams in La Liga are really strong, and then it like sort of differs down, and then so the bottom teams are quite. Yeah,
because on any given night, someone big can lose to someone smaller.
Of course.
Like we see it all the time.
Yeah.
It's a bit like when the Washington Wizards finally pull off a win every now and then. Sorry, Wizzies. I can't remember who they beat the other day. So I think it was Golden State.
Oh damn!
Golden State are on a bit of a poo-poo streak right now.
Oh no!
Everyone's just relying on Steph the whole time.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Butler's just complaining about it and not actually doing anything. He's convinced he's the only one playing defense. And I'm like, Jimmy is a problem everywhere he goes. I'm not sure when Jimmy will start to realise that it might actually be him. Just maybe because he's damn good at what he does, but he plays it too easy during the regular season, and then playoff Jimmy comes out. But playoff Jimmy needs to start coming out earlier on to actually make sure your team has a hope of actually getting a good slot in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So he needs to put his finger out.
He needs to make it easier in the end.
I'm not even a Warriors fan, but I hate it when players just do nothing but complain everywhere they go. I'm just like, give it a rest, mate. Like, just you got to deal with the cards you got dealt.
Yeah, exactly. You're in this situation
unless
now.
you're LeBron James, in which case, anything for you, King.
But yeah.
But from sports to movies.
Yes.
In general, Netflix, we were talking about before the show that it's popping off. So I think was it $76 billion deal to acquire Warner Brothers.
Really?
Yes. Which is an absolutely insane figure.
That is.
And I think they've been bidding back and forth with HBO on this, and Netflix have finally won. Which means I assume the whole Warner Brothers category will be available.
Just be munched.
Yeah, and it depends on how they roll it out, because I'm not sure how much is covered under their thing. Let's have a look at what is actually all owned and covered underneath Warner Brothers.
Because where's Warner Brothers been this whole time? Because it's weird, right? Because you got Paramount who are just their own entity, and they've made their own branding app, etc. Right? They've gone right. Disney done the same. Disney got Fox right before, a few years back.
Yes, I think so.
So it is these corporate businesses basically swallow up each other to just gain their libraries and their.
There seems to be this weird trend amongst a lot of big corporates where monopolies or duopolies are becoming more and more prevalent. And something I think it's when you look at the general things we buy at the supermarket and stuff, I think there's 6 major companies that own all of the smaller subsidiaries.
Like Coca-Cola and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's one of the ones where it's actually quite creepy when you look at it, nothing's really independent. It's really starting to be eaten up by loads of stuff.
Yeah, but surely you need your yin and yang, right? You need your Pepsi and your Coca-Cola. You need your.
Well, I think what they've realised is if they strategically work together to pit themselves against each other, they push each other's numbers up.
Exactly.
And they just sit behind it and go,
yeah, because that's
raking the money.
When you get just the one monopoly, they start to get more content, and then you just start losing it, don't you? You need someone to push you. You need that rivalry.
So this is nuts, right? So they're general IPs. Warner Brothers own DC Universe, or extended DC Universe. So that means anything DC is kind of under Netflix control now, which is nuts. Harry Potter.
It's just Warner Brothers, yeah?
Yeah. The Conjuring, the Monsterverse, so Godzilla, King Kong, all of that owned by Netflix now.
Oh my God.
Anything Middle-earth, so J.R. Tolkien. Lego. Looney Tunes.
Is that just strictly TV and film, or is that actually Lego the brand itself?
I think it's the movie franchise, but I have no idea. I'm sure there's a lot of T's and C's and logistics in this merger. Obviously, the most important one out that is Ace Ventura. That's in there. The Matrix franchise, Pokemon are all. But this is the thing. There'll be deals where Warner will own a part share and stuff like this. But I just think it's nuts. And obviously, Netflix are already doing loads. But they've just come out with Stranger Things season 5, which I haven't seen yet. I need to watch it. I have no idea. I think it's got mixed reviews. I know Vecna
all I keep seeing is just
that's all I've seen. He was fat before, and now he's on that Vecna Manjaro, just straight in the veins.
If Vecna can do it, then so can you.
Get Vecna'd. He's locked in for winter.
Mate, he needs to sell his own course. This is how I did it. This is how you can
Get
do it
Vec
too.
shredded.
Yeah, he's in the wrong business of world domination.
Psychic shredded with Vecna.
I think it's it's massive, right? It's everywhere right now. So they're winning with that. But then you've also got Disney and Amazon Prime. I don't think Netflix are like way out there on their own. Like you've got a few options.
They've got competitors, but obviously Disney's been buying up franchises, and I think Netflix have now gone, right, we're in the business of that too.
Yeah, that's a good
And Warner
idea.
Brothers is huge.
Well, yeah.
So it's one of the Infinity Rings that Disney can't have.
So literally.
That's nice, I guess.
What's left to buy though?
But this is what I mean.
What's still hanging about? Because like I said earlier, you got Paramount that have done their own thing. Like you'll never buy us. Well,
Yeah.
you have to buy our thing.
But I'm sure Paramount will be owned by like some secret
no,
shell
but they're
company.
with. Are they not with Prime? Because you can watch the Paramount stuff on Prime. So it's like a tag team.
Okay, who owns Paramount?
Because
Skydance. Wait. I know there was some big merger news with Skydance and them trying to acquire someone because I think Trump threatened them with something. I think because they probably publish, ain't it? It was South Park. I'm pretty sure South Park caused some controversy that he was annoyed with.
Yeah. Shock.
And yeah, I think it's like David Ellison's the guy that runs it. There was some fuckery going on. I don't know the actual story, but there was a merger completed in August combining Skydance with Paramount. And I'm not sure what Skydance owned before, but that was an $8 billion deal.
Yeah, didn't they pay like South Park $1 billion just to stay with them or something like that?
Probably. But this is what I mean. It's all starting to collect at the top, so it's a bit scary, a bit creepy.
It shows the way that the world is moving away from actual TV to now these streaming. I mean, it's been happening for a while now, hasn't it? But it just really doubles down on it. Like, how long can TV last with these changes?
Thing is, I think because it's owned by these massive companies or like public broadcasters like BBC, I think they'll stick around. They'll just be less relevant. So the same way that, you know, something like TikTok or a social media was looked at as like a side channel or like a lesser thing. I think TV's just going to move into that role. Well, I don't think necessarily it will die off because, for instance, you think radio would have died because of TV. They just slot into something different. Radio didn't kill the radio star. It just kind of went over there. Yeah. But I think we're about to see something like a great shift in how everyone looks at stuff, whether it be like brands, individuals. I think everyone's going to start clocking onto the facts. I think it's only this year or last year that TV was the most used app on any smart TV. So if we're looking at TV in general, TV is no longer just turning on your Skybox or your Virgin. It's like, right, I'm going to go on the YouTube app or the Netflix app, which are the first two people use, and then live TV is actually underneath that. And YouTube has the highest usage rate. I think it's like 22%. Yeah. And then Netflix is like 16. I think those stats are from Nielsen. Don't quote me on that. But in general, that's the way we're looking at it. So TV has become YouTube, Netflix, and then whatever happens to be on live.
Yeah, I think the way that the live channels, etc., are battling that, because you've got like ITVX and Channel 4.
Yeah, so they've got their own streaming things. They've also put out a bunch of clips on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
That's where the main viewership comes from, like the late shows. Yeah, no one actually sits there and watches fucking any of them, basically.
Yeah, true.
But Kimmel clips do well on YouTube.
Yeah.
So Kimmel's main home has moved from live TV to YouTube, really, if we're looking at it from like a viewership point of view. And I think the great shift will be people and businesses just going to start making loads of original shows.
British ones doing that as much? I know,
like Graham Norton's been doing it for time.
True.
But again, we're always late to the party with this. Like, we'll wait for the Americans to do it, dominate it, and go, I suppose we should probably do a bit of that. And then we'll do it. It's just like, mate, get on it. Because it's a pretty nuts opportunity if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, our show for free could be one of the most streamed things in someone's house if they like our show, which is mental. Subscribe. But that's a crazy world to me. But it's just the new world is shifting, man. Joe Rogan decided the election last year.
If Vecna can do it, you can.
Vecna approved this message.
True, yeah. Joe, I think that's when it sort of became.
It got real for people.
How much power and popularity these things have, and how many. Think about it. If they're bringing in these numbers on live TV. They probably were doing before all this happened. Like, people would probably...
For most podcasters, it depends on your guest.
True.
So when Rogan pulls in Trump for 300 milli views, broski, what? That's crazy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then obviously that's not even counting the amount of people that would have clipped it and what they would have got on their clips, which will probably have more than 300 mil.
And you don't have unless you got YouTube adverts and stuff in between. But like if it was a documentary on BBC, like a sit down with Trump for 3 hours. Yeah. They don't have adverts either, but you're paying for that through TV license.
Yeah. If you pay TV license.
Get him!
Fuck him! But just in general, like, I think Gary Lineker's podcast is about to go on Netflix.
Yeah, you said that, didn't you?
So I was like, what a crazy world we be living in.
Yeah,
but like that's the way it go. That's the way it go.
Yeah, but then also, I guess, devil's advocate corner over here. Again. You've got all of these different streaming sites. You got your TV license. You got like all of it, right? And then you got to pay for your Sky, your Virgin, whatever the American version is or whatever, all sorts. This adds up, you know.
Oh,
You're paying your £10 for Netflix or whatever it is, your dollars or whatever.
Piracy is very much back in style, you lot. I literally watched a YouTube video on it the other day. Like piracy is literally back, and it was this guy was doing a whole YouTube essay on just that point. How everything, it seems cheaper.
Yeah.
But now you add it all up, you are paying more than you ever paid for your Sky or Virgin, whatever, if you actually subscribe to most of them, because they are so separate. But that, I think, is going to be the business model of these massive conglomerates.
We need to
convenience.
Get it down to two big boys.
The
big boys.
Yeah.
Where it's, $15 a month for them, $15 a month for them. That's reasonable to pay for both of them, or one of the other, whatever one you prefer, etc. Right? But then you get everything.
Exactly.
It's like you've got them battling each other, but you don't have Disney, Paramount, Discovery, Hulu, all of these different ones at Netflix, all of them. You're like, I've got to pay for that. And that adds up to like $70, $80.
Yeah.
And just to, I really want that show. Oh, it's only available on Hulu. I don't have Hulu. Let me do a trial. Forgot to cancel. Then you got do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just adds up.
But this is what I mean. When you see the headline of like Netflix buys Warner Brothers for like 76, 78 billion, you're like, that is insane. Who would do that? That is the cost of convenience. Because if you can centralize that in one place, Netflix is already the biggest. If they add stuff like that on, they now eternally own Harry.
Think about return of investment there.
Yeah, it will take a while. I think
Harry Potter.
But give it 10, 20. And it's probably 10x, not 10x, but like at least double the return from buying Warner Brothers. I know that's got to be the play.
It's a smart way to do it. Like, think about the things that people always want to watch. So your Harry Potter's.
That's like seasonal now.
Star Wars, Disney got. They were smart. They got onto that. Like anyone that ever wants to watch Star Wars, you can only watch it here on Disney, or you can go buy the DVD or video.
What? Only my PlayStation could play a DVD now.
I forget that mine has a disc, to be honest, a disc thing.
So do I.
So yeah, that's definitely the way we're going. But I don't know, man. Scary world.
Yeah, it is. I mean, there's no stopping it now. So all I hear is the cyberpunk music playing in the background.
So what I always thought as well, YouTube, right, it's massive. Why is it not getting into this game as well? Because you can watch films. I've seen a couple pop up.
Well, this is what.
Why have they not got films?
So
TV?
YouTube has YouTube TV, right? It's just not available to us.
Is it not?
It's like an American thing. And I'm pretty sure it's quite popular over there, but we don't have it. And I'm not sure if it's just because it's just not a market big enough for them worth messing around with it. But I think they focus on America. Like, they get to watch live sports and all the rest of it on YouTube TV. We just don't have it. It's pretty bullshit, to be honest.
Because I think YouTube could be battling Netflix, especially if Netflix are now taking podcasts and stuff as well.
Yeah. But the thing is, YouTube almost like doesn't have to battle in the same way, because it has creators like us making new original stuff. There's billions of hours of content on YouTube
for free
that they could just advertise without having to buy certain things. When YouTube has tried to do more mainstream stuff, do you remember YouTube Red? Yeah. When they tried to do all these original series with people, or like try bigger productions or like movies, that like no one really invested in it. Like we waited for the YouTube Red stuff to be available for free, or like get clips of it, and it was a cool project for like separate YouTubers to do, I guess. But whenever they try and play that game, I don't think it works for them very well, because it betrays the platform too much from all the OG users, or what it's originally meant for. Yeah, but I think it's just it's just too different in its nature to have to worry about the Paramount versus the Netflix versus the Disney Plus war, because it still sits atop the pack, because when people don't want to watch that stuff, the default is YouTube.
Yeah.
My first default was YouTube, and then
Same.
if I have a series in mind, I'll go and watch it. So this is the game. They've carved out their own thing.
Yeah, and you don't have anyone else matching them for what they do, right?
That's why Netflix is taking the podcasts. So like, what's the best match for us to steal from YouTube? So actually, they're leading. They're not following.
So they're like, right, we're beating all these schmucks. How can we try and get into another game here?
Yeah, basically
trying to jump into the YouTube world.
And what other things do you think would end up on Netflix if it was put on there? Because you've seen some crossover. Mr. Beast doing his game show on Prime.
True. Yeah,
like we've forgotten to even talk about Prime in the list of things. But like, so we've got Mr. Beast going on Prime. We've got a podcast going on Netflix. What is like another genre do you think that would go on there? I reckon minor sports leagues or like different types of sports might get absorbed into Netflix.
Honestly.
Like your kabaddi leagues or something like that. That's like off-piste or cricket.
Like
maybe.
NBA League Pass and WWE Network has obviously gone over to Netflix. That's another one that went over.
And
right?
NBA ended up on Prime. You can watch live NBA games via Prime.
As soon as, I don't know why they haven't done it themselves, but like the Premier League itself or the Champions League, instead of selling their rights each year to Sky and all these other, all the broadcasting channels, give it to Netflix. I know that you can watch Amazon and you can watch
I think
Discovery
Amazon would be
stuff.
hard for that.
Honestly, just let them bid it, and you can watch every single game on there, and all you'd have to pay is £10 a month or something to watch every Premier League game.
And I'm not sure maybe they don't do that because of how much money they make with a sports package via Sky. It's always extortionate. It's like 30, 40 quid every time.
Yeah, just for a month.
And you only really get football on that. If you gave me every sport under the sun, maybe I'm considering it. But I've always struggled because especially basketball changes every goddamn year, and I'm not staying up at like 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning to watch a live game for my time zones. I want to watch it the day after. That's the problem with the Amazon deals. They only do live stream games. I can't find them after the fact. If you want to watch them as a VOD, you have to go over to NBA TV or whatever their app name is. So I'm like, that sucks.
Just for the live experience.
And no, everybody hates League Pass. I'm not sure. NBA League Pass like Twitch. People use it begrudgingly, but everyone fucking hates the experience. I feel like they should just farm it out completely to Amazon. I feel like they make more money. It's less hassle.
Yeah, that's work. They go, here you go.
But maybe that's the play. Maybe they start small.
Well, that seems like what the WWE did then, right? They had the WWE network, and then they went, right, I think the viewers were tanking a little bit, so that Netflix was like, we'll buy it from you. But then I think after, when it first initially went to Netflix, boom, the numbers went up massively because you could watch.
You see accessibility of it.
You had the whole, what's it called?
Ecosystem.
Vault of all previous past years.
And that was pretty, and it's good because you can only do that a few times. Like, you go back, let me watch this WrestleMania because I love that. But you only do that a few times before you just kind of end up watching the current stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe that was the problem they were experiencing. But even on League Pass, I don't think you can go back and watch old Jordan games. Like, maybe you can.
Why not, though?
But they don't make that easy.
Maybe because it's just... Yeah, why not, though?
Because the app is ass and they're terrible at it. Like, just get fucking rid of it.
Why can't I go watch any single NBA game or Premier League game or whatever at the... It should be accessible.
That is probably a usage rights thing.
Right, because it's been over the years. It's like, well, no, we paid for that.
Sky or TNT or whatever. I think at least for the NBA, that's probably they're probably like, no, I own from 96 to 45. Like, that's mine, and you can't share it out. It's just like, it sounds long. Who knows what the back end of that looks like? I just know there's a lot of infighting on it.
We'll come back to another point on this, I think, with the YouTube game. But you wanted to speak about Gears of War, right?
Yeah.
Coming to Netflix.
Alongside the Netflix big deal news was the fact that they're looking to do a live action Gears of War. Everyone's been trying to fan cast Dave Bautista as Marcus Phoenix for ages.
Makes sense.
For anyone who's not familiar, the Gears of War franchise, probably Xbox's second biggest franchise ever, or at least it was like one of the biggest games in like the 360 era. Really, really good. You play as Gears, so soldiers. They're actually not on Earth. I used to think they were on Earth for ages. We're actually on a different planet, and everyone's chilling. Society's cool. One day, these crazy ass like humanoid monsters pop out of the Earth called locusts, and there's just this massive like war for survival on Earth, and they can pop up anywhere and they mess things up.
But not on Earth.
Huh?
But not on Earth.
Well, we're not on Earth. Like, this is a different planet, but like, humans live on this planet.
Yeah.
They didn't really explain that, but there is a new game coming out which is like called Gears of War E-Day, I think, which will be about just before the emergence and as the emergence happened, which is what they call the main event where the locusts rose out of the thingy.
Yeah.
You find out later on in the series, spoiler alert, that the locusts were always there and they were the humans were them to came on their planet. Classic. But yeah, and they had civil wars of their own and they lived underground, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's really good central core characters. You've got Marcus Phoenix, you've got Dom, I can't remember his last name, it's Dominic Toretto. But essentially it was like one of the best couch co-op games ever. Like, it's one of my favourite franchises.
It was like sort of one of the first Horde modes as well, right?
Yeah, it led the way. So Horde mode was brilliant. I'd say one of the best couch co-op games. I think it really led the way for third-person shooters.
True.
It's probably the third-person shooter.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see.
Because the online was brilliant, Horde mode was brilliant, and the campaign was fucking phenomenal. Really good. They just had a good story to tell, and it was a really good world building, an amazing art style. And that's the thing that made it was a very big graphical leap as well, because this was using the Xbox 360 at its max at the time.
Yeah.
And it was just a massive jump from, because we were just coming from PS2 era and the original Xbox, and it was just like, whoa. Just
one of those first people to jump on the cartoony look and feel, because it's easier to do but makes the graphics better.
I'd say more graphic novel, maybe.
Yeah.
Because it was very dark and gritty, but it had this stylization that didn't, it was almost photorealism, but wasn't. It was like photorealism with its own style about it.
Yeah.
Again, I watched like a whole video essay once on like why Gears looks better than most games even now.
Yeah.
And it's because of the art style choices and the lighting choices and all that kind of stuff. The stuff that tends to be ignored by the big franchises, like we were complaining about COD the other day. Check that episode out if you haven't seen it already. But just the soullessness of COD is completely different compared to the real passion you felt in Gears, because that was back when the game devs were still a bunch of nerds that had a good story to tell and a bunch of skills to do it. It wasn't just for the
money, it was actually for the love of the game.
Yeah, because that's what suffered later on in the franchise. It was slightly different characters. It felt franchisey.
They haven't brought one out like every year, have they?
No.
It hasn't been that many.
There's Gears up to 5 or 6.
I was going to say there's only 5 or 6, right?
Yeah.
But, so it's coming to live action.
Well, rumours still.
Oh, okay, so it's not.
It's been rumoured for ages,
right?
But I'm pretty sure we're fairly close to something. There's not much news apart from the fact that it's rumoured to be happening. But I'm not even sure who I'd cast in it. Like, I want Batista to do it, but he'd have to bulk up a lot.
Yeah,
because these guys are huge. If anyone's seen the model of a Gears character, they are buff.
Yeah, but like unrealistically buff. Like this is a video game here, James.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Batista's getting old. Can't juice
I
this
think
man
you have to
up.
give him a muscle suit or something, like genuinely for all of the characters, because I want it to look like Gears.
Yeah.
I don't want you to turn up looking, because even Gears armor is very much built like Space Marines. They're like they're bulked out and huge, and I don't want it to be like normal people turn up in like tiny size ones, because just be like, why are they all small? I need big hunky man. I need manly man for my show.
Right, I can see where you're going.
But but this is what pissed me off about Halo.
Are you annoyed that it's coming to Netflix and not the Hub? Is that what?
Rule 34 will get his hand on it eventually. That's already out there. But just in general, that's what gaming adaptations for live action.
Yeah,
haven't always had the best reputation.
Well, yeah, because you said just then, like Halo have done it. I know Fallout. No, you didn't like the Halo experience.
Halo betrayed the most core principle.
Yeah.
You don't take the Chief's helmet off. You do not do
Rey
that.
Mysterio with his mask.
Yeah, the Chief is the Chief. Like, the game manages to give him such depth of character, and without ever, he talks a lot with it. Yeah, he talks a lot with his body. You don't need to, and the story happens around him. He's a vessel for the story, and he does have. But the fact that he thought they had to take his helmet off to tell a better story makes me sick. I hated it because it's just not supposed to happen.
It's kind of like the Mandalorian as well in that aspect.
I feel like the show went downhill as soon as he
took
took
his
his fucking helmet off.
Yeah, here you go. Here's Pedro Pascal. It's like,
oh,
shock. He's in everything. It had to be behind the mask.
I do love Pedro Pascal, but like true. Halo broke that cardinal rule. There was like attempts at Street Fighter back in the day, like Street Fighter movies.
Yeah,
they were awful. Mortal Kombat movies, awful. They've never really pulled it off until, like you said, Last of Us.
I said Last of Us before we started, but what they did was they just basically used the game.
Pedro Pascal in it.
Ding! That's the way to do it.
He was a good cast choice, to be fair.
Yeah,
he should be a little taller. for Joel, but other than that, that's my only complaint.
I didn't think he matched it at first. I was like, why are they putting Pedro Pascal as Joel? Because Joel's a white.
I can't think of many actors that look like Joel.
No, not really. But I guess the point is that they just went, the game, here's exactly how the game was.
Yeah, they stuck very close to the source material.
I mean, it was exactly the same.
Which is why it worked, I guess.
I knew what was happening. I was like, I've played the game.
Yeah.
But then I was like, this is cool. This is still good.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point adding in or
because there's nothing worse than thinking you're going to get that and you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
That sucks balls. That's really bad. Like,
and it's for the audience that aren't gamers, right? Like, people love The Last of Us because, one, it's such a great story, and that's why it makes it a really good game.
Yep. But
the people that aren't gamers watch and go, damn, this is an amazing series. Like, because it was a game first.
Yeah. And it's a series which I think benefits it. Yeah. When you try and do game adaptations as movies, I just don't think there's enough time to flush out like what could be a 30+ hour campaign. Yeah. It's just not enough time.
Yeah, because there's been talks of like a Red Dead Redemption movie / TV series. Yeah. Which would be so good. But the only thing I would say is that the voice acting in games like that, The Last of Us, well, all of them, right? That's why you fell in love with it, because of the characters that you know. As soon as you put Pedro Pascal, he's not Joel's voice anymore. He's not... Yeah. Ellie's not Ellie.
This is another interesting one, because they're going to do a live action God of War.
Right.
And the guy that plays Kratos looks like Kratos, which is good. They kind of rebuilt his model to look more like the guy that really plays him. People remember him. If you ever watched Stargate Atlantis back in the day, he was one of the big characters in that. And I hope.
So they foreshadowed. They were like, we're going to make a game, so one day it will go to...
But I keep seeing fan casts of people using Triple H as Kratos, and I'm like, I think he would look cool in Kratos cosplay. Don't get me wrong, but it cannot happen. There is only one Kratos, and it's Christopher. I forget his last name, but he's such a good actor. The whole series is banging, and it depends on actually when they choose to make the movie. Because I think, for instance, the Halo one, if they'd have done Halo Reach the way they did the main series, I think that would have been way better. More characters to choose from. Reach was, for anyone who doesn't know, Halo Reach was spaced around like 5 Spartans, I think, on the planet of Reach that basically falls, and it's the story of that campaign. But they take their helmets off in it. I'm pretty sure there's more banter between those characters. I think it would have been much better. Yeah. But the Chief is a tougher one to do, because he's more of like a silent badass. He's like the Doom guy from Doom. He doesn't say much, but when he does, it's very impactful. So it's very sparing. But if they'd chosen Reach as the setting, I think they could have done much more. And that is also a precursor to the rest of the Halo series. So it could have set up a brilliant story if it started there. But I think they could do the same with God of War, because there's God of War 1, 2, and 3, where he's in Greece, and then the new ones are based in the Norse mythology. Yeah. If they jump straight to the Norse mythology, they have a lot of explaining to do going back for new viewers. But that, again, they do that a lot with most series. So they start later on, when all the cool shit has kind of happened, and then they'll flash back to it, which is probably the approach they'll take if they just follow the games themselves.
Yeah. So it's a tough one, right? Like, how do they choose the world or the game specifically they want to go after? Do they match the script for script, or the story for story?
They better just work closely with the game team that made it and the person that wrote it. Because whenever you go off the rails and try and do something that wasn't originally part of the show, that's usually when it goes wrong.
Because for me, like, to spin it the other way round, they used to do it a lot. Is like when we PS2 times and stuff, you'd have a movie and they'd make a game. Yeah, which were just
usually they were just direct recreations, like the Lord of the Rings ones.
Yeah, exactly. They follows the story of the film, put it in a game version. But when it wasn't when you get the voice acting, but it wasn't the actor from the movie,
freaks you out.
It just sort of like makes it absolutely trash. Like, this. Yeah. But like when Spider-Man used Tobey Maguire's voice, bang, it's already...
Later, chump. Yeah.
And his voice acting was like, I definitely think he wasn't getting paid as much, or he didn't care.
He wasn't very good voice actor.
He's some of his lines are just like...
Also, I think that was down to the animation that was used. There's so many old Spider-Man, the PS2 memes.
Yeah, true. But then that's my point, right? So like, do it the other way around. You lose that. Like, imagine Arthur Morgan's voice.
The guy that plays Arthur Morgan looks a hell of a lot like Arthur Morgan.
True.
But I think if the studio was brave enough, they'd cast that guy.
He does facial wise, but I'm pretty sure not to screw on the
bit
guy.
Bit of OZ, bit of Ozempic and some fucking weights, and he's been there. It'll be fine.
Well, you're gonna put
because if you're getting paid that much, you just get in the gym and like all right, we'll shoot in 6 months. I'll be there and I'll be ready. Like that's usually what happens. Because it's not like the guy that played Thor, Chris, one of the Chris's.
Hemsworth.
Yeah, Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Obviously, he had to get in shape for his role, and like all of the superhero-y type people do. So as long as you give him time,
true,
I would go with him. But
that's like a big shift, right?
Well, who do you think could play Arthur Morgan?
Well, there's probably loads of different options, but it's not going to have his voice.
Not Pedro Pascal.
So that's what I mean. Joel's voice in The Last of Us was like, his voice acting was incredible. And then when I saw Pedro Pascal, I was like, this ain't Joel. Like, it doesn't sound anything like the voice actor. But obviously it worked.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why GTA 5, you had Trevor, Franklin, and Michael. Yeah. They look exact. They were based on the actors that played their voices.
Maybe that's the play. Maybe they're starting to do that.
Were they like, just in case we get like a
live action deal?
Yeah. These guys can play them.
I would watch a GTA 5 movie.
That's what I mean.
I would watch the shit out of that.
Your story, especially the end, spoilers for GTA 5, everyone.
I better have played it by now, you animals.
What else have you got to do while you're waiting for GTA 6 this whole time?
Watch more of the PBzTV episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Third promo of the day.
Just keep shoving it down there.
Spam.
They said not to do that. The YouTube gurus. But yeah, like there's the ending has got 3 different options for you to choose. Mm-hmm. So how would that work for TV?
Big pitch, work with Netflix, interactive series like they've done before, but GTA, so you can recreate the endings.
Okay.
That would be so expensive, but it would be cool. And do it in an episodic series instead.
They did that for a Black Mirror episode, did you? Or a film, I think it was.
Yeah, just take the Black Mirror concept thing to the next level.
That was so jarring though. Like it was cool, but it just every decision you made, and it would. Did you never do it?
No. I stay away from Black Mirror because it honestly depresses me.
It was a really cool concept.
Because most of them keep coming true.
Yeah.
That's what freaks me out, though. It's too dystopian. It's going to radicalise me.
I think it's like they're like Matt Groening. He, like the person that made Black Mirror definitely has a time machine like him, and he's just gone back and made this is what's coming. Be scared. So,
just kiss me, man.
What did you choose, by the way, at the end of GTA 5?
Oh God. First playthrough, I'm pretty sure I killed Trev.
What? That's crazy.
That's
crazy, man. I only played it once.
Because I kind of looked at it like George has been petting the rabbits a little bit too hard in this entire game. I've got to put him down. Because I was like, both Michael and Franklin can have a chill life.
Yeah.
And most people would probably, if you looked at all the evidence, would probably bring it back to Trev. I was thinking quite cold and calculated, I think, on that one.
When you did that...
But then the other one, I think I killed Michael as well.
You killed Michael. So are they dead? You can't play them anymore when you've done that? If you like...
I can't remember. I think
surely,
it's
right?
Gone, yeah.
See, I remember the moment where it obviously goes like the 3 options. And I just remember like pausing the game going, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And I just generally had to think about it and do like pros and cons.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want any of them to die. Like I've got...
Was there an option for that?
So the options are, it says, kill Michael, kill Trevor, but obviously in the story, it's the guy on the phone like talking to Franklin. So that other option is basically like, don't kill anyone, but we're going to come for you, Franklin. So you look at it and go, right, Franklin's going to die in that scenario. But I just thought, you're telling me there's a chance.
True.
So I basically went, let's just hope for the best. So I picked that one because I really didn't want Franklin to die.
Yeah.
Like the least probably, but I thought there's a chance.
Yeah.
So I did it, and none of them die, man.
Oh,
so,
I fucked up.
Yeah. And I just remember going, yeah, like what an ending. Like, and you go like together, all 3 of you, like bang, bang, fighting.
I might have to replay it just to get that ending.
So good. That's why I've never played it again, because I'm like, what? I don't
complete it, mate.
Completed it, and I don't want to do the other 2 options.
It was that was like Cyberpunk. I managed to choose the best ending first time in Cyberpunk, and I was so close to making probably the worst decision you could make.
Okay.
Cyberpunk are brutal with it. Like,
Yeah.
are you ever going to play it?
I am. I do want to play it. It keeps coming. I've downloaded it as well because it's free. Free?
Definitely play it because it's like, I'll skirt around. I won't spoil it, but essentially they give you 3 options. Essentially, one is like corporate-y.
Yeah.
The other one is essentially selling your soul. And the other one is you essentially put lots of people in danger. But it turns out after like looking at it, after I'd done the ending I wanted to do, and it was actually a pretty decent one, and you sail off into the sunset, I was like, what options were there? Turns out if you sit there in 5 minutes of real time, you get a 4th secret option.
Oh, really?
Like yeah.
Because it's like, you don't know what to do.
Yeah, basically. And I'm like, I really wish I'd have waited for that one. Because it's just a badass one.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I should have, but like, Cyberpunk's so good at that. It'll constantly put you in moral positions where you're like, I'm so cooked. I don't know what to choose.
But that's the good thing about games, though, right? When
mate.
you can have that option.
That's why it's the biggest media thing in the world. Like, forget TV, film, whatever. Games surpass it by like 4x, I think.
Did you ever play the Walking Dead comic version? Like, well, not comic.
Yeah, I think I played
the Telltale games. I think.
Yeah, I played the first couple. I actually really enjoyed the like one set, the fairy tale fantasy one. Is it Bad Wolf? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed those. Those
Yeah.
really good. And I played some of the Batman ones too.
Yeah.
And there's that new one they've got that's like another studio doing it called Dispatch.
Okay.
That everyone's talking about. It's almost like a romance type one, but I think I haven't actually looked into the story yet, but I think from the outside you play as like a hero dispatch guy. And like there's different heroes and stuff, and I think there's like a bit of a romance sim as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
And just like, you know, which baddie do I choose from, basically. But in general, it looks like a really good game, and everyone's buzzing about it, and no one expected it to be good, so it's come out of nowhere. I'm like, I might have to start getting back into those games again, because
They don't really do many of them. They do like, you know, like every choice you make determines
no one did it apart
Is it
from
because it's
Telltale.
such a
Because you've got to have incredible story writing, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like, it depends on the studio
like
and
the
the team
tree,
you have.
like yes, no, and then it goes so many different ways. Like
I
you're
assume-
basically writing about 16 different stories. Really,
I assume
aren't you?
if you've got like an engine to build that kind of game, it can't be that as complex as something like, I don't know, a Ghost of Tsushima or something. But it is truly probably going to be about how good is this story. Because if you build a game like that, it's all built on story, and the story is ass, you're cooked.
Yeah.
There's no coming back from that. So it's an interesting concept, man. I might play Dispatch.
Do you know what just came to my head? They should make a game like where you're a blind man.
You just black screen the whole time with just like text options to choose from.
Yeah, you just got to use your other senses.
Cheapest game ever.
Yeah, and it's just like.
Wait, what do you choose? Like what? Walk across the road?
Or it's like a horror game.
Oh shit! I think there is a horror game where you're blind.
Really? Damn
Yeah.
it! Damn it! Stole my idea.
That actually would be a good horror game, or a horror game where you
Like-
start off with vision.
Like, it's like virtual reality, but like obviously you can't see, but it's all about. I don't know.
Oh, what a VR horror game where you maybe start with vision and then you go blind.
Yeah.
Or because most things would probably go like, you just turn the lights out or something. But it depends on the scenario that happens to you.
The lights are always out, bro.
Yeah, you've always got to turn the power on. That's like every horror game ever.
True.
Which I always hate. I hate it so
Yeah,
much. But yeah, we probably should do like a horror game tier list at some point.
Yeah.
That would
yeah.
be pretty sick. Not
Yeah.
that I've played many, because I'm pussy.
Oh, we definitely need to do like play along or watch.
Oh,
horror games.
yeah, horror game playthroughs, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Now it's all spooky with the lighting. Ooh. Oh, it's so lame.
We're not nearly 30. It's really good.
Yeah. Unks play horror games.
Yeah. Unks nearly actually die. From
High blood pressure with unks.
yeah.
Um,
But Spotify Wrapped.
oh
is out.
yeah. I've never really paid attention to it. Yeah, being a YouTube music guy.
That's the thing, right? That's where they've sort of had that arching grip on the music genre.
Tell me, Spotify Wrapped is the only reason people stay.
I don't know, maybe because it's so big, right? I see all the memes as well. It's like, oh, what's your favorite artist? What your favorite artist? And it's like the Apple Music guy, like. I don't know. I don't have the data. And I don't know. I think they do that now, and I know YouTube Music does it.
Yeah, YouTube itself did Wrapped this year as well.
Yeah, they've done it last year as well. But obviously,
better than the YouTube recap they used to do.
Oh yeah,
those videos really went downhill.
Welcome to YouTube Rewind or whatever.
Haha.
It's rewind time. But yeah, I've been a Spotify member since 2016, so like nearly 10 years.
Yeah.
Because I used to get my music a different way before.
Yo ho, ho, ho.
So it just made a better way. And like we've spoken on previous episodes, bro, my music playlist is just everything. I've got everything in one big playlist.
Tom identifies as polyamorous.
Yeah, that's it. I love that term. So that's how I identify in my music taste. And I just whack it all in one big playlist and put it on shuffle and just see what I get. So obviously my it's always the same, my Spotify rap, because it's the same playlist with a couple new songs here and there.
Yeah.
But obviously I am top 0.01% Eminem fan, so I'm a stan. I would say that considers myself a stan, right? I still don't know what that would be number-wise. There's probably still like 1 million people in that because so many stans out there.
That's
0.01% of Eminem fans on Spotify.
Damn.
Thought I'd get that out there, I'd be one of those guys that puts it on my story and that, put it on the podcast.
As soon as Tom finishes the podcast, Dear Slim.
I honestly wrote you so many times, but just still ain't calling. So yeah, but the thing is, I also do pay for YouTube because I like to watch a lot of YouTube just to get rid of the ads.
YouTube Premium is the best investment you'll ever make, folks.
But with that, I've known this for a while. I'm not like a schmuck that's gone, wait a minute.
Schmuck. Yeah.
You get music.
You do.
So I've just been going through my finances and that. I went, why am I paying for two? Why am I paying for two? The same thing I can get that there, which I'm not, but I can't get.
So I've been selling this to everyone I can talk to for years. I should have an affiliate link, so this is a good moment for me.
Yeah. I've now joined the dark side of YouTube Music.
And does it have more?
Well, this is what's happened for me. I realised that because I got 4,000 songs in playlists, I've always gone that's long. You can just get like these third-party links. I think it's in YouTube specifically because they're like, come over. You go, right, here's my Spotify playlist, whack it over. And 4,000 songs, I think only 6 of them weren't on YouTube, which is weird because YouTube has more. Then I've also got all my random YouTube music that isn't on Spotify because it's it's by a YouTube creator or whatever. So now I've got all of that in there, and it just makes sense. So I've made the jump. But I had to leave Spotify after 10 years. Having a really good time. When it's like, cancel your subscription. It's like, give your why.
Yeah.
Why? And I was like, well, I found a different one. I'm going to YouTube Music. Click the link. And
it's not you, it's me.
It gave a little box, and I was like, look.
Do you actually fill it out?
Thank you for the good times.
Your Spotify eulogy.
But I was like, but it makes sense for me to do this financially. So I just want to say thank you for the good times.
You're feeling genuinely guilty.
Yeah, I was like, honestly, I had a really good time here, but it makes sense for me to go over there.
It's just my time.
It's my time, and it was just like, well, I hope to see you back soon. It's just a generic message, but yeah, now I'm...
John Spotify messaged you after that. It's like, please come back.
Well, yeah, when you leave, it does like one of those
we need Eminem fans.
Like, so hopefully I can get into the...
You'll be able to get the upper echelons of YouTube music.
Because there's less people.
Yeah.
I can be number one.
Number one. I mean, I've been anti-Spotify because being another polyamorous individual, I'm finding that I also listen to a lot of like anime openings, anime music, movie soundtracks, and there's just a lot of like just covers and a lot of bollocks on Spotify when you've just got the full thing on YouTube or YouTube Music.
True.
So because of the type of things I listen to, because I'm hella weird, like that's why I'm like, it makes no sense for me to be on Spotify because that's where normal people hang out. So if you've got Touch of the Tism, it's the place to be.
Yeah, I think I must, like I remember having like the Walking Dead theme tune cover in my Spotify, just like or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But now I can get the real thing on Spotify.
Bro, I got ready this morning to the Incredibles music where he goes through the montage of getting buff. You wake up, that's the best way to start your day, I'm telling you right now. But like, that's probably harder to find on Spotify.
Life doesn't get any better than this, huh?
Sure it doesn't. Perfecting that white man laugh, that rich white man laugh.
But you do get the genuine ones on Spotify of like certain movie soundtracks. But
yeah,
like you get the John Williams
when it's mainstream. Yeah, but when you're trying to find One Piece opening 16, you can't.
Yeah, like what have I even got on there now? I've just got like random adverts and stuff in mine from like catchy advert songs.
I want some Crusher, a little Crusher. That's immediately where my head went.
But that used to freak me out, that cow.
Oh, the little stop motion thing. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
The other one that freaked me out was, remember the stop motion Cravendale adverts?
Yeah.
And the creepy little, I want some Cravendale. That used to freak me out. It's still good though, because I remembered it.
That's what adverts do.
Yeah, they don't make ads like that anymore. This makes me sound unk, but it's because back before there was everything trackable, you had to just do something wild to be remembered, or at least to be really good on your music. Your Go Compares.
I literally was going to go there.
Because I think sound design is probably the most underrated thing, like in media. Because that's what sticks.
And even on the radio, like autoglass repair,
autoglass replace. Yeah, every time.
Do you know what I mean? It's that catchy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really wish I could just make adverts, because they just don't need to make sense either. You know, when you're watching, you're like, what is going on?
Yeah,
and it just goes ding at the end. Is the brand,
and it's because I think they try and tick boxes, make it as informative as possible, conversion ready for like Facebook ads and shit, and it just ruins the creativity. And then occasionally, when some ad actually does kick it old school and does something crazy, you win.
Blows up. Yeah. They're the ones that win.
Virgin Holidays, I've got beef with. I saw a full AI ad from them yesterday.
Oh,
disgusting. Absolutely. Because it was things that they could have cast people for. It was like someone in a hot air balloon. It was someone in a nice car. It was like things that they would have given people jobs for and all that. I was like, well, say goodbye to that, folks. Say goodbye to that.
Yeah, but does it make it easier? And
I spotted the AI immediately, and I'll never book a Virgin Holiday because of it.
Wow.
But then again, I'm quite anti-AI when it comes to certain things. I hate AI slop. Like, it drives me nuts. If you're trying to use it somewhere where it really shouldn't be used.
Is it slop now and it's only going to get better, so it won't be schlop anymore? Or will it always be slop?
I think it will always be slop when I can tell you're using it to cut corners. When I can tell it's driven by corporate greed and not because there's something that you wanted to create but couldn't.
Yeah.
It was stuff that they easily could have made, but they didn't. They just didn't try with any kind of creative advertising whatsoever. It was come on a holiday, and it's just standard Jet2 holiday bollocks. So it's like, okay,
that one's blown up though. That's completely.
It's blown up out of TikTok's sense of humor, not from anything that Jet2 did.
Yeah, because they had that for ages. I'm pretty sure it was around for like a year, years before.
And there's loads of ads that sound like it, so there's no credit to them at all. I don't even think it probably utilised the trend well enough if I went on it. This is me getting my like social media hat on it, but like trash.
Yeah. I don't know. I was about to say something then.
But if you're using AI for something funny, a scenario that couldn't be real but you can make real, then I'm fine with it.
Well, I've noticed. I've been watching I'm a Celeb a little bit here and there. Don't usually do because I think it's always the same thing.
Well, because they've got good people and they've got Ginge in that in this time.
Yeah, it's been all right. But you know that little ad thing that they do when it's just like it's gone from the cam back to Ant and Dec and it's got like.
I bet they're using like AI assets.
Yeah, they're using or whatever. But I swear it's all AI like graphics now for that.
All those spiders and snakes have just lost their jobs.
Yeah,
AI took their jobs.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
And now all they get to do is swarm around Ginger's head and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Instead of getting their little ad break.
Yeah, literally. He said, "I was good. It was used to feed family." That.
But then animators, right? They aren't getting paid.
Sweating.
They ain't getting paid to just do those 5-second little, and they're using them over and over the same ones. Like there's only like 4 or 5 now. I think they use.
Yes, I mean I can't stand it when it's just a corporate trying to be cheap.
Yeah, I guess ITV are just like
because I think it used to be quite cool and creative.
Yeah,
I quite like them.
It's the same noise that they used to make. You know, like or whatever it was.
And like I know I joke about obviously the spider feeding his family, but actually there would be an animal handler that would do that. I know they do have, but they might not have brought in that specialist or that person, so there's more jobs lost. So it's like the slow eating away of our society. Don't trust it, folks. Reject lazy AI.
What do you think about like me being like a solo creator? Not me specifically, just as an example. Going, right, I want to put together like my own version of a show or whatever, but I'm just me, myself and I, put it on YouTube, use AI for like little ad breaks and stuff and whatever. Like.
I think that's fine because you're an individual person without the budget of massive corporations. True. And it's used creatively, plus you're still making something original. Yeah, which you're putting out to people as much as you can. But let's say if it was a completely faceless AI channel with AI generated scripts, AI generated assets that is purely done to churn out as much slop as possible for ad rev, go straight to jail. But if you're a creator putting out good original stuff and you're using AI just to help things along, there's nothing. That's what they're intended for. That at least on my take.
Well, because I guess. The idea of it most of the time for these corporations would be speed as well, right?
Speed and cost cutting, yeah.
Yeah, but the speed part, because I remember WWE did the El Americano. They got flack for it as well because they did like a whole promo for it. Yeah. And it shows him in the 50s and stuff, and it's definitely AI, and it's got like the whole... Yeah. Yeah, do you know what I mean? But people are like, you can have paid, but WWE like, right, let's get this story going, let's... Probably just AI this, but it was for comedic purposes as well. Though, like I think it was genuinely because it was taking the mick out of, the Mexican wrestling scene, what's it called, luchadors and stuff. But they used AI to sort of take the mick out of that in that sense. So I don't know if it was strictly like it was for a bit.
There's no stopping it at this point. Like this is the thing. We just have to be resigned to the fact that this is what's going to happen. This is what we have to part with and deal with it. Yeah.
Soon you'll be like, I can't tell. Maybe.
I just always if profit is the incentive, don't trust the activities, mate.
True.
It's just going to descending it. Even if the tech gets better and better. I think things will still get worse and worse because you'll get lazy, you'll get complacent, you'll trust the tech. It's like what makes things special will fade. That's dead internet theory. It's just nothing's real, and we'll just a bot is talking to a bot, and it's just going to eat itself. Have you heard this before?
No.
So dead internet theory is like there's a symbol attached to it with a snake eating its own tail, and that is essentially that AI and like all the bots are online. So much of that has replaced normal people that at some point the internet will essentially eat itself by talking to itself because there's nothing but bots interacting with bots and AI content for AI viewers, and people will be removed from the entire situation or just be so small a percentage it won't actually matter. And every statistic, everything you see, everything you interact with is never made by a person, and it's a snake that eats itself. And that's dead internet theory. So it's never alive anymore because people were removed from it. And I think it's a Reddit thread that got it was probably before Reddit. It was written on an internet forum years ago while internet cafes were still a thing. And now it's just become more and more important. This is why I stay away from, the Black Mirror, because I'm like, it's just becoming more and more true. Which is why I want to make sure that, normal people still put out good stuff, mate. That's what we want to see.
And this is why we do it. So the fourth or fifth plug of the day.
Subscribe, y'all. Support real people.
Yeah.
But there's also the opposite theory to that in that whole dead internet cycle with nothing but AI slop.
Out comes the real.
Yeah, the normal, authentic human stuff is going to rise to the top like cream. And I think that's fingers crossed, folks, that we won't end up in cyberpunk that quickly. Yeah. So I think that's going to be the way.
It's going to be like our 100th episode, and we just take off like it's just robots behind us. Got you. So stick around for the big reveal.
Yeah, the robot reveal. This is all an experiment. Me or Tom aren't real.
No, we're never here. Do you have some good scenarios that you want to chat about?
Yeah. I've got a couple of bangers. We might only do one or two because this episode's already hella long.
Yeah. We'll save them though.
Yeah, we'll definitely save some. I did one thing I wanted to talk about was, do you believe in magic?
Do you believe in magic?
There goes our monetization. Copyright strike coming in hot. AC-130's
How
above.
does that work? If I reenacted the voice so well, will it get monetized?
I don't know, man.
Is that how that works?
We don't get paid. But from what I've heard, I think streamers avoid singing songs and shit.
Really?
Yes, I think it's a thing.
Oh my God.
I think we owe royalties now. Thanks, Tom.
Sorry.
But in general, do you believe in magic or the potential that magic could be real and it's undiscovered?
Like Harry Potter?
Well, it depends. There's so many depictions of magic throughout history, whether it's just a basic like potion put together, or whether it's like how the collective consciousness of people think the same thing, so therefore it can be real, or if someone can heal someone or something like that, right? For every culture across the entire planet has had some depiction of magic. Is there a potential that one of those could actually be real? We don't know it.
Well, when you say potions and stuff, yeah.
That could end up actually being accidental medicine. But,
yeah, that's what I mean. It's just medicine, right? That's all that actually is.
All right, let's remove the potions bit from
and
it.
Is medicine magic? If you went back to the medieval times,
depending on how,
If I went back there with some paracetamol, like, step right up, get your magic pill, and it'll get rid of your headache and all your little...
To be fair,
painful. They'd be like, wow, this is magic.
Bring Manjaro back to the 2000s when they're putting out all them fatty documentaries.
Yeah, Supersize Me, just go up to him and just whack him with one.
And that's magic right there. Some of those shows are so funny, mate. I can't remember what the one where it was. I'm not sure what the presenter's name is, but we just walk up to him and go, "Hello, fatties! These massive fatties are here doing this."
Yeah, it was very much like
outrageous.
Little Britain, but real life, right?
There's things we used to say in the 2000s documentary era about people on benefits and were fat were not good, y'all.
Do we not need that back though? Because then we gone too far the other way, where people were now acceptable.
Yeah, we need to shame them back. Bring the documentaries back, and we'll be skinny and rich. But back on the topic of magic.
Yeah. Okay, so potions are basically just medicine, modern medicine.
All right, let's just go back to the
is that magic? One would consider depending on the time, but not anymore.
Yeah, I'm sure there'd be essentially science behind whatever you make on potions.
Would you consider AI magic, or the internet, or like technology? Because again, it depends on if I went back in time and went, whoa.
Yeah, I love all of the.
You're a witch.
Yeah, basically.
He's a magician.
How would you even if you got sent back in a time machine? There's no way you'd be able to explain or even prove that you went back. We are not smart enough to be able to do anything back then. They'd be like, "Oh, it's a phone. What's a phone? It helps you talk to someone else. Call someone. You're back in time. You can't."
Depends how far.
How does it work? I don't fucking know.
It depends how. Yeah. Literally, think about it. Right, this is created from rocks and pebbles.
Yeah. I've always found circuit boards and like how electricity flows through to create ones and zeros. I find it mental. Yeah. And depending on how in Space Marines lore you are, you could consider that all machines are alive. Hail the Omnisire. There's essentially like a whole like religion in there where they worship the machine spirit. And every machine is connected to the ultimate machine god, and the Omnisire is the Emperor. Space Marines for you. But they think it's magic.
To stay on that topic a little bit quickly, did you hear about Joe Rogan this week talking about
Space Marines?
No, he basically said he's getting a lot of flack for it because obviously
gets a lot of flack for everything, mate.
Yeah, but this basically he said, could you consider Jesus' resurrection to be AI? Think about it, right? Because this is how he said it, is that Jesus is this sort of, what is he's God, right? In a sense, the Son of God, but he's
Father, Son, Holy Spirit, whatever that is, yeah.
Yeah, and would you not consider like AI to be, could you
well,
connect it? I don't know what I'm trying to say.
If AI was really AI, like I still don't even like us calling it AI.
Yeah, because
it's a large language learning model. It's essentially a computer that's good at guessing. There is no consciousness yet.
But when it does,
we're nowhere near that territory, at all. But in general, is he trying to say like Jesus being brought back to life is an artificial life form because he's been brought back? Or is
No,
he trying
he's
to
saying
say
that when we get actual AI, is that Jesus is second resurrection? He's the resurrection, sorry, not second.
I can see where he's coming from.
He's getting obviously,
but that just sounds like someone who's run out of shit to say and just come.
It wasn't on
shit.
his podcast as well. That's why I was like, oh.
But there is a case to be made that true intelligence, like a conscious being, is playing God. Like as soon as we've gotten to the place where we've created a real conscious being ourselves, I think even if you got into the case of cloning, if you can make a full human being in a tank, even if it's from our stuff, that is playing God.
You doing that?
Well, this is one of the questions. This is one of our questions. I don't think I would, personally. I think it's too morally grey. But if I was, or if you were to, would you rather have one full-size clone of yourself or 5 half-size versions of yourself?
Half-size as in like...
Mini-mish, 3 foot tall.
3 foot tall, okay.
They're not midgets. They're like just small versions of you.
Can't
so
say
they're like,
that.
So they're like... Small people? They're like the Oompa Loompas from the newer...
Are they orange?
From the Johnny Depp things.
Yeah.
Are they orange? Nah.
Okay, they actually look like me, but they're just 3
They
foot
are
tall.
literally like you went in the wash and you left yourself on high and now you're shrunk.
Oh, no.
So they're going to stick out like a sore thumb everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I can't send one to work for me when I can't be ready to work. Do you know what I mean? Because they'd be like... Hello,
and they're all sentient as well. Like that, it's not like they just obey you willy nilly. Like you have,
they still can.
They are their own people.
Yeah,
which is what makes the whole cloning conundrum so complicated. Because like, I want to send my clone to go wherever me. Like, no, you do it.
No,
you end up scrapping with yourself.
Yeah. Nah, I would pick one other real size me and have like a twin. Think about it. It's not twins. Sometimes it's kind of freakishly weird how they get along, right? Or they think the same things and stuff. But like, it would be me, actually me and me, and I think we could tag team it. We're like, all right, you go to work this week, I'll go to work next week, and we'd be cool with that because I'd be cool with that. So that means he'd be cool with that, surely, right?
Yeah, if you're like working consensually as a team, and you're just bossing life, then yeah,
because anything I come up with, he would have come up with, and it's just like, oh, it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Or could we disagree?
You never know. You could end up developing his own personality traits. Yeah, you never know. You never know how it's going to turn out.
Because if he goes and does like his own thing, he's going to get different life experiences and come back and be like.
So which is basically the question ends up being: would you rather have a twin brother now and have to explain it, or would you rather have 5 miniature versions of yourself and try and explain that?
5 though, but
that's a lot.
You got to feed 5 more people.
Well, so they have half portions, so.
They have half portions. But also it's
about 2.5 meals extra.
Yeah, but you said like they have their own thing. I'm not like, well, you need to go get yourself a job, mate. You know, they're basically, I've got 5 little kids now, haven't I? That I've got to look after.
If they're the same age, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that...
You got a moral responsibility to look after these 5 guys. Because what are you doing it for? To make these 5 little mini-me's?
Yeah.
What you were doing it...
All right, let's rework the question under the premise. You can tell them what to do and they'll obey you.
Right, okay.
Because then it's a question of utility.
But then that's slavery.
We're evil scientists, Tom. We've just made clones. Don't question it. We're evil.
Okay, yeah,
what are you doing now? You're evil.
I guess, to be honest, they're just becoming those Neo robots, aren't they? And they're just doing all the housework. They're doing, you know, like these
thing 1
AI.
And 2 from Cat in the Hat.
There's like these AI programs to do each thing.
Yeah.
I could just train them like, right, you're my.
Oh yeah.
You're my script writer. You're my video. You're my editor. Do you know what I mean, or whatever? Yeah. Are they half intellectual? So if that's half of me,
half brain.
And they got half of my brain, because that means they just. What are they useful for, man? I'm barely getting.
Oh yeah, okay. This is so they're half the intelligence you are.
Oh my god!
But you've got 5 of them, so you can make up with numbers. Or you have one that's like it does what you say, but he's only one of you. So you either clone yourself and give it the ability to tell it what to do, or 5 short bus kids. You gotta look at.
So they need to come together to figure out like. They're just split into 5 pieces of you where like...
This is essentially just 5 minions. This is what it's going to be.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I can't see that one going... I can't see it working for me.
The funnier option
One, you've got to
is
explain
the small
that.
ones.
Yeah. Everyone's like, what the hell's going on here?
Okay,
like,
in this universe.
say hello to my 5.
You're a mad scientist, so that's what explains it.
Right. Well, if I'm a mad scientist, that means I'm pretty smart.
Oh, yeah, so you might just end up having 5 normal people.
Yeah.
But they're short.
Just height challenged.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's a 5-a-side team for a mini league.
The only thing I've got in my head is them trying to buy a cinema ticket in a big trench coat.
yeah. 1 ticket, please.
1 ticket for an adult to this movie. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
It's got to be just to have a twin, really.
Yeah.
But is he listening to what you do?
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, he'll listen to what you say, but there is a chance he could rebel.
See, I wouldn't want that. I'd rather him just be his own, like, just be me.
Yeah, that's the better ethical answer, I guess.
Because then we could imagine you can just, I don't know, go play ball with a.
I could use a rebounder. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Or no, you could. Do you know what I mean?
I could rebound for him, sure.
But then you're doing.
I'd have to get a tattoo on my forehead that says the original.
Yeah, true.
Because what happens if you're both the same? What if he just starts gaslighting you? Be like, no, it was me. And you're like, was it him?
Start sleeping with your wife.
Yeah. At first you start doing it together, and then he's like, well, what are you doing? I thought we were a train here. Sleeping with my wife without me? I am you. Wait a damn minute. So this is probably a conundrum for the wife more than anything.
Or an amazing opportunity of a lifetime.
We need to ask some twins. Like, how does this really work? Be honest.
No, but they're different.
Are you
people.
running trains on each other's wives? Be honest.
But but they're different people, James. This would be.
I'm saying the twins that would play it like that.
Oh, but then like, I could become like the new Usos or something and go do something I want to
wrestle better.
Because it's always the thing is, right? You can have friends, but you don't always like everything the same.
Yeah, isn't like that's a twin is beyond a bestie. You know what I mean?
Not even a clone would be beyond a twin.
Yeah, next level stuff.
Yeah, and that's what truly is magic. So yes,
yeah.
I would believe.
I forgot that was even the question. Yeah, actually.
So I would pick a real clone. And do I believe in magic? Depends. Are you considering like dynamo magic? Because I think that's dumb.
No, I'm like there is like almost like a third element. So like there is dark matter and light. That there is an untapped force in the universe that is magic that we just don't know how to access yet. Like it could be interdimensional. So there's like a force you can harness and turn it into something. Or if it's like an energy that's actually within human beings, but we've lost the ability to use it or something, like we have some kind of secret potential we don't know about. I'm into believing that just for the vibes in general. Like I feel like that's a cool thing
like
to know that because if our brain isn't fully unlocked, I know like there's usually like a fake stat. We use like 20% of our brain. Yeah, we use more than that. But what is the true capability of that? Because it could be something like telekinetic abilities, like can you pick stuff up or but it could be that, you know, it could manifest in different ways and people would call it magic, it's psychic abilities, that kind of thing intertwines between science and what is, because eventually you could understand magic the same way you understand science, and then does it become science? Yeah. I think there's this famous saying about someone like saying that science and magic are indistinguishable if you don't know how it works.
Yeah,
or something
isn't
that.
Like I'm just going to drop a cool quote. Maybe I'm going to butcher it. Is magic science that you can't explain?
Yeah, probably basically.
Or magic isn't magic anymore.
There'd be some way to explain it, even if the way magic worked was illogical. There'd be some way to at least basically explain the basic concept of the illogicality or whatever that is.
No, because if I just started moving things with my brain,
there'd be a way to find out.
They'd need to they'd start.
Probably.
I'd be locked in a cage and they'd be doing tests.
Oh yeah, they'd test the fuck out of you. Right?
Yeah, and they're like, we need to figure out scientifically how this works.
Never seen the light.
This ain't magic.
But in general, I think that's probably what would be the case.
Bloody muggles. It's like Harry Potter, right?
Mudbloods.
Harry Potter, like for example, makes amazing pots, right?
Pots.
Yeah. The dude that makes pots. That's magic, right?
What? Cauldrons?
No, just like making pots, like pot making.
Okay.
Is that magic?
Clay?
Yeah. Is that magic?
Oh, it's just mud that you formed with your hands.
Maybe it's not magic to you, but...
This guy loves pots.
No, that was just from a Tomska.
Sick references, bro.
Yeah, as a wizard goes back in time. It's such a good skit. They're like, I am a wizard. And they're like, oh, you're like Harry Potter. Or like, I'll do magic. And he's like, oh, you're like Harry Potter. Who's that? And it's just like, I'm Harry Potter. He's like, what do you do? I make pots. So like, well, that's not magic. He's like, well, maybe not to you.
I get it now.
Yeah, and then he does something really, like, yeah, he puts dragons in the sky, etc. And they're like, well, it's just far away, isn't it? It just keeps going along. And he goes, right, what number are you thinking? 12. You're a bloody wizard. No, burn him at the stake. Great skit. Go watch it.
That's how it always ends. You always end up burning regardless. But we probably should wrap this one up.
Yeah. We could go all day.
So please subscribe, comment the kind of things you want us to talk about and topics to debate and discuss especially. I want more philosophical questions.
We want shower thoughts. We want all sorts.
Yeah, all sorts, mate. So drop a like and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Peace.